From Tomah Senior High School, Greg Hay along with Dave Wagner. On this Sunday to kick off March, it's Special Olympics basketball. Tomah Timberwolves in Game 1 against Reedsburg. Tomah T-Wolves in Game 2 against Sauk County. Let's meet the starters for both teams, starting with Reedsburg.
Number 10, Anazika. Number 11, Decorah Freudenstein. Number 13, Michael Woodward. Number 14, Ryan Gates. Number 40, Danielle Vendler. Number 41, Kelly Smith. Number 51, Isaac Newcomb. And number 54, Anna Fralin. The Reedsburg Beaters are coached by Dan Gasser, David Burton, and Amanda Burton. And now, for your own Tomah Timberwolves, number 1, Alex Hood. Number 3, Jay Gerke. Number 5, Nolan Tupper. Number 11, Austin Lease. Number 12, Cassie Scoggin. Number 20, Darren Allen. Number 24, Caden Pinto. Number 25, Angela Lemon. Number 30, Kira Seeds. Number 31, Kendrick Murray. And number 32, Alicia Conan. Tomah is coached by Mackenzie Janinico and Joey Davis. Good luck, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, so first of two games. Game 1, Tomah Timberwolves against Reedsburg. And Game 2 will be the Tomah T-Wolves against Sauk County. We'll play 4 6-minute quarters with a brief halftime. So, Wags, it's basketball, but for people that have never been to a Special Olympics basketball game, it's a different kind of basketball, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it's the same game, but obviously the athletes, out here a little bit different. You've got men, you've got women, girls, boys, young, old, and everything mixed up. So I tell you, these athletes don't know how often they get together to play, but I know when they do, they really enjoy the competition and the opportunity.
Yeah, they're all shapes, all sizes, all ages. So here we go, Special Olympics basketball from the senior high in Tomah as we kick off March. Reedsburg and Tomah in Game 1. Cassie Scoggin to jump for the Timberwolves. And Reedsburg controls. And a takeaway for Tomah. Cassie Scoggin on the other end. Gets her own rebound back. Follow-up shot wouldn't go, and Reedsburg with the rebound. Kelly Smith the other way. Rebound Tomah. Nolan Tupper the other way. Tupper rims out for Tupper. And Smith with the rebound for Reedsburg. Pretty good crowd here this afternoon. We've had bigger crowds for Special Olympics basketball. Normally the pep band is here. They are not here. Normally the dance team makes an appearance. They are not here. But overall, not a bad turnout. More people on our side than the other side. Skolgan can't get that one to go. And we'll have a possession call. Our officials are Kyle Von Hayden, Joe Protz, and Tom Flock.
I think we should see if Brad Pluger remembered to take the lids off the baskets here, so it looked like he got them off.
Yeah, we've had two baskets that have been so close to going in. This is Austin Lease dumping off Skolgan from the top of the key. And Reedsburg with the rebound. 2 minutes in the first quarter. Again, we're playing 4 6-minute quarters. And for the most part, the clock will keep running. So these games typically don't take a long time to play. Yeah, this was for many years, this was an annual event, and then COVID came into play. And then there was that window where we went a while without any games here in Tomah. And for a while it looked like there wouldn't be any games in Tomah, but this kind of came together in early February. Still no score. Reedsburg and Tomah in game 1. Special Olympics basketball. Cassie Skolgan with a miss. And the putback wouldn't go for Pingle, Caden Pingle. Third putback won't go. Skolgan takes it away and brings it back out to Cassie. Shot is short for Austin Lease, and the rebound to Reedsburg. Still no score. Steal by Lease, Austin Lease. And it's 2-0 Tomah. Well, Wags, you know, sooner or later, somebody is going to score, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You know, nice backcourt steal and lay up there by Lease.
So Tomah leading Reedsburg 2-0 in his first of 2 Special Olympic games. And they just tied the game on a basket by Frudenstein. And we're tied at 2. 2-2 tie.
Doesn't that seem the way it is when we do games? Teams struggle to score. One team scores, but then the other one will come right back and score.
Yep. Tupper through the legs of Lease. Back to Cassie Skolgan. And Cassie's going to try one. In and out for Cassie. Put back rebound. Wouldn't go for Lease. Follow put back by Pingle will go. Caden Pingle, and it's 4-2 Tomah. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Special Olympics basketball here on the Hagen Sports Network from the Tomah Senior High School as we kick off March. Again, another game after this one. Sauk County will be taking on the T-Wolves. This is the Timberwolves for Tomah right now. This team is coached by Mackenzie Genevico and Joey Davis. Aller in the game for Tomah. Darren Aller on the inbound, the Skolgan. Under 2 to go first quarter. 4-2 Tomah leading Reedsburg. Shot wouldn't go a moment ago for Clemens. Skolgan from the outside. That won't go. And knocked out of bounds by Skolgan. Minute 28 to go in the first quarter. Game 1, 4-2 Tomah leading Reedsburg. And Scogan takes it away. Possession call. Now he has to call the foul on Cassie. And at the free throw line is Potek. Now, Wags, this is not your first rodeo. You've been to Special Olympics basketball before, right?
Yes, I have. Yep. Been quite a few years, as you said. They kind of disappeared for a while, but I've always enjoyed it. Always great to see the turnout usually, and this isn't, again, the biggest turnout, but people come out and they really enjoy watching the Special Olympians.
Yeah, and again, on our side, there are a lot more people.
Absolutely.
And normally, as we said earlier, normally the pep band's been here. They're no show. Dance team not here.
Rick Berry.
Yep, brings back memories. Rick Berry, underhand free throw, you bet. Wags, you're aging yourself.
Yeah, I know, I shouldn't do that.
Yeah, people are going, who the heck is Rick Berry?
Yeah.
But yeah, he played in the NBA for many years, great NBA player, and he'd always do his free throws underhanded like you saw a moment ago. Tupper, dumping it off. And the shot wouldn't go for Darren Aller. Put back, in and out again. Tomah's had about 3 of those that have gone in and out around the rim. 40 seconds ago in the first half, first quarter we should say, as we're used to calling games with halves, but this is the old-fashioned way, the way it used to be years ago, 4 6-minute quarters. 30 to go in the quarter, still 4-2 Tomah. Leading Reedsburg in the Special Olympics first of 2 games. And a takeaway by Austin Lease. Won't go for Austin. Boy, the lid has been on the basket for Tomah, hasn't it, Wags?
Boy, talk about a lid, yeah. Thought we had 2 there.
Yeah, that's at least 4 Tomah shots that have been so close to going in. This could easily be a 12-2 game. 9.2 to go in the first quarter. And it's still 4-2 Tomah leading Reedsburg. Ryan Gates checks in for them. All right, the clock is going to run out here before they shoot it, and we played a quarter. We've played a quarter in the Special Olympics, first of 2 games. 4-2 Tomah leading Reedsburg. You're watching the Hagen Sports Network. All right, welcome back, Tomah Senior High School. Greg Hay along with Dave Wagner. Special Olympics basketball this Sunday, March 1st. Game 1 of 2. Tomah leading 4-2. Austin Lease and Caden Pingo with the baskets. As we start our second 6-minute quarter. Woodward with it for them. Dump it off to Fedler. Rebound, Caden Pingo. Cassie Scogan through the hands of Austin Lease, and Austin's going to try when it's short. And Thomas Pingo was out of bounds. Yeah, so for the people maybe just joining us, Special Olympics basketball, very unique. These guys, when they score, it's a big deal for them. It is a big deal for them. And Kendrick Murray with the putback, and Kendrick shooting at the wrong basket. Fortunately, it didn't go in. Cassie Scogan with the miss. And they come out there with the rebound to Woodard. As we race to 10. 4-2 Tomah, all the points in the first quarter. Woodard with a miss. To get in these games is absolutely free. Special thanks to the Tomah Sports Boosters Club for opening the concession stand. So special thanks to the Tomah Sports Boosters Club. The concession stand was open. And really on a Sunday afternoon, Dave, no NFL, no Major League Baseball yet, so why wouldn't you be here?
Yeah, absolutely.
No Wisconsin Badger game today. Shotgun goal for Pingo. Well, it's not due to lack of shots for Tomah, Dave, is it?
Absolutely not. We've had so many so close to dropping, and we even tried one on there and couldn't get that to go either.
Yep. Yeah, it's still 4-2, and we've been stuck on that for a long time. And another rebound for Pingo. That one goes out of bounds. We have never missed Special Olympics basketball games prior to COVID and after COVID. And a lot of these players have been on this team many years. There's Cassie Scogan. And it is 6-2 Tomah. As we race to 10.
You don't want it to bounce out.
No,
don't hit the rim. Nothing but net. That's how you do it.
Yeah, don't put it on the rim. At least not on the end that Tomah's going toward right now. And they turn it over. Conan had it, gives it to Cassie Scogan. And Cassie thought about the shot. She'll take the shot and won't get the shot. The motto, of course, of Special Olympics is let me win, but if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt. And that's the motto of the Special Olympics, and it's so true. 3 to go, first half. Game 1, Special Olympics basketball. Reedsburg and the Tomah Timberwolves, and Tomah leading 6-2 with under 3 to go in the first half. We're tied once at 2. Cassie Scogan the other way. Fender with the rebound. 2.5 to go in the first half. Still 6-2 Tomah leading Reedsburg. There'll be a short break, a very brief halftime. I'm guessing 5 minutes probably. And then second half of this game, and then there'll probably be a short break between the other game, Sauk County and the Tomah T-Wolves in game 2. Still 6-2 Tomah, leading Reedsburg. With 2 to go in the first half. Well, looks like Reedsburg's got to the free throw line here. Ryan Gates, I believe, was fouled. And that's what you have to love about Special Olympics basketball, Dave. I talked about this earlier, and literally it's true. All shapes and sizes and all different ages. Anywhere from a lot of players under 20 years old to guys that are well over 40, and that's what you got to love about the game, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's kids, it's older people, and men, women, as we said, and all mixed together. And you see, the smallest kid on the court putting a little pressure on Reedsburg in their last possession, and they showed off a little some ball handling skill there too. So, it's great to see him compete.
Gates misses both free throws, and it stays 6-2 Tomah. Just under 2 minutes to go in the first half of this Special Olympics, first of 2 basketball games. On the inbound to Nolan Tupper, and Tupper will bring it down. Tupper to Lease, back to Tupper. And they dump it off to Clemens. And we're going to have another foul coming up. It looks like Darren Aller is going to go to the free throw line.
Darren Aller to the line for 2.
Wags, one of the players we're going to see in the next game is a part of the Tomah JV team at the high school right now. We're talking about LaDanian Coleman. He'll be playing in the second game, and if you've gone and watched the Tomah JV boys play this year, very honestly, Coleman is the crowd favorite, isn't he? And I'm sure he will be in the second game.
Yeah, I'm guessing you're right. He's got some floor time. He scores some points, and at the JV level, so guy has game, and I'm sure we'll get to see that in the second one.
1:28 to go. The clock does stop for free throws. And Eller misses them both. Rebound to Tupper. Tupper's going to try one. As we wind down to a minute to go in the first half. No points at all in this quarter for Reedsburg. Tomah with just 2 on the Cassie Skolgan basket. Rebound, Clemens. Tomah still up 6-2. Minute to go in the first half. Clemens trying to get it down to Darren Aller. Aller triple teamed, as you can see. And the shot was just a little bit short for Tupper. Rebound to Austin Lease. And he turns it over. 40 seconds to go in the first half. Still 6-2 Tomah. And we're going to get a brief timeout. Obviously, we'll stay right here with 39.2 to go in the half. Special Olympics basketball here on the Hagen Sports Network. Again, not a bad crowd on a Sunday afternoon to kick off March.
Will be performing in mid-court. Riley Candy, now be ready to get out here and perform.
Mike Murray on the PA. Mike always does a great job. Mike really doesn't need a microphone, but they give him one anyhow. There he is, Mike Murray.
And the senior edition.
Mike always does a great job. And as you can see in the crowd, people of all ages. And that's what you got to like. Young, old. All right, a brief timeout. 39 seconds to go in the first half. Special Olympics basketball, Tomah Timberwolves against Reedsburg. It's still 6-2 Tomah. Reedsburg hasn't scored the whole second quarter. Tomah has a basket out of Skolgan, as we said. And they turn it over to Nolan Tupper. Tupper's had some chances in this game. And another tough break for Tupper. My goodness. The kid can't buy one.
Can't buy a basket, boy, he's had that one just roll off the left side of the rim.
5 seconds to go in the first half. So it looks like it's going to be 6-2 Tomah at the half, barring something unforeseen here. On the inbound, DeLeese. And the clock will run out, and that's your half. At the half, Tomah leading Reedsburg 6-2. Special Olympics basketball on the Hagen Sports Network. All right, welcome back, Tomah Senior High School. Greg Hagen along with Dave Wagner. Second half of this first of two Special Olympics games. And so far, so good for the Tomah Timberwolves. They lead Reedsburg 6-2. Austin Lease, Caden Pingle, and Cassie Skolgan with the baskets for Tomah. Reedsburg did not score a darn point the second quarter. Again, two more 6-minute quarters, and then we'll have another game after this one. The T-Wolves, Tomah T-Wolves against Sauk County. I walked by one of the Sauk County players, Dave, on my way down to on the floor to check something, and you're going to see this kid when they come out, and this guy wears a headband, and he looks like he could play for the Packers. I mean, you're going to see in the second game some good-sized young men. They were here last year. They had a lot of big guys, and you're going to see that in the second game. A very big Sauk County team coming up in the next game. All right, here we go, third quarter. Kendrick Murray on the inbound. On the inbound to Cassie Skolgan, and Cassie missed the miss. And the rebound to Reedsburg. Been a long time between baskets, wags for Reedsburg. Well, it's been well over 6 minutes because we played a 6-minute second quarter. They did not score the whole quarter. Cassie Skolgan with a miss. The one thing about Cassie, Dave, she's not afraid to shoot it. You probably noticed that.
Yeah. No, but she gets a lot of good opportunities, and she takes them when she can.
Yeah, Cassie is not afraid to shoot it. Never has been. Donning her black headband today. Kendrick Murray with a miss with the left hand for Kendrick. 5 to go in the third quarter. It has not been a scoring marathon. 6-2 Tomah leading Reedsburg. Wags, what's your gut feeling? Will somebody get to 10?
Boy, I don't know if I put money on that or not. I kind of feel like we will, but I don't know.
Well, if Cassie keeps shooting it, they'll get the 10. Here's Skolgan with a miss, and the putback by Pingle, short. Austin Lease to try one. And Lease is leading the team in scoring. He has half their points. 4 for Austin. 8-2 Tomah. 6 unanswered points since we were tied early at 2. 4 to go in the third quarter. 8-2 Tomah leading Reedsburg. Kelly Smith over on the right side to Fedler. Back to Smith. And a takeaway for Tomah. Austin Lease dump it off to Pingle. Caden gets his own rebound back. Caden's going to probably try it again. Yep. And the rebound to Smith. Still 8-2 Tomah. 3.5 to go, third quarter in this first of two Special Olympic games. Kelly Smith. Shot wouldn't go for, well, the number 15, and we don't have a 15 on our program. I believe it was 15. Well, here's Cassie Skolgan all the way down for 2 more. And Tomah leads 10-2. 8 unanswered points. Skolgan with 4. Lease with 4. Pingle with 2. And it's 10-2 Tomah. Another turnover. Tupper the other way. Tupper again. How about a third try? it's 12-2 Tomah. Well, Wags, if at first you don't succeed, keep shooting, and he did, didn't he?
Yep. No one getting in there to take the ball away or rebound, so he kept coming back to it. He kept putting it up.
10 unanswered Tomah points. It's 12-2 Tomah. Two minutes to go in the third quarter, game one. Another game yet to come. Sauk County against the Tomah T-Wolves. So more basketball yet to come after this one. We still have a quarter to go in this one. And another basket for Tupper.
Downtown. Yeah. Long shot.
Yeah, that was pretty far out for Tupper. You're right, Wags. 14-2 Tomah. Cassie Scogan the other way. Elder with the rebound. Darren going to try one. Rebound Reedsburg. So we were tied very early in this game at 2-2. Reedsburg did not score at all the whole second quarter. They are a little more than a minute away from not scoring at all in the third quarter and trail by 12, 14-2. And a takeaway by Pingo. Caden Pingo. Well, I thought about he's going to take the shot. I thought Caden was going to take that one from way outside. Under a minute to go in the third quarter.
He looked at the basket and thought, nah, I can't quite get it that far.
Yeah, that would have been a long three had he tried it. And we're going to get a possession call here. Again, the motto of Special Olympics, let me win, but if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt. Great motto. And it's a great motto whether you play Special Olympics basketball or not, really. 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. 14-2 Tomah leading Reedsburg. Tupper the other way. Tupper's also not afraid to shoot it. Final 20 seconds ticking away. And Reedsburg on the brink of going 12 plus minutes without scoring. Yep. Well, maybe they will get one here. Nope. Couldn't. That's the basket that has rejected a lot of good shots. And Cassie Scogan going to try to beat the buzzer here, and she will not. Wouldn't have mattered. All right. Reedsburg has gone 12 minutes without scoring. Trail 14-2. Quarter to go. You're watching Special Olympics basketball, game one of two here on the Hagen Sports Network. 4 coming up in this Special Olympics game, game one of two. 14-2, the Tomah Timberwolves are leading Reedsburg. Final 6 minutes, and then another game yet to come. Scogan on the inbound to Tupper. Tupper with 4 points. Lease with 4 points. Scogan with 4 points. And Pingle with a basket. So great balance. Not a lot of offense, Wags, but pretty good balance. 4, 4, 4, and 2. And we'll see how this fourth quarter plays out. Want to welcome all the shut-ins that may be looking in to Special Olympics basketball. You're on the Hagen Sports Network. A lot of shut-ins that maybe could not be here, but are able to watch it on the network. So we welcome all the shut-ins looking in. Tupper, Scogan. Shot and goal for Conan.
Could you please come to the scorer's team?
5.5 to go. So Reedsburg, Dave, has gone well over 12 minutes without scoring. The odds, you would think, are in their favor to score pretty soon, right?
Yeah, you would sure think so. I mean, and I hope so. I hope they can get a couple of baskets here in this final period.
Yep. Well, they've turned the ball over a lot, and Tomah's taken advantage of that. But they just have not been able to score at all. Talking about Reedsburg. Here's Nolan Tupper the other way. And Nolan short on that one, gets his own rebound back. Misses again, and the rebound to Kelly Smith. With 5 to go in this first of 2 Special Olympic games. Jake Gerke is also on the floor now. For Tomah, number 3 is Jake Gerke, number 3. There he is. Jake Gerke. And there's the basket. Michael Woodward. So it took him well over 12 minutes to score again. But it's a comfortable lead for Tomah's Timberwolves. 14-4, still leading Reedsburg. Skolgan trying a 3. Takeaway by Lease. Back to Skolgan. Shot wouldn't go for Lease. And Reedsburg will bring it down the other way. 4 to go in game 1. 14-4 Tomah leading Reedsburg in this first of 2 Special Olympic games. Well, let's see a couple substitutions for Tomah. Caden Pingle checking in. Kira Zems checking in. There's Kira Zems right there, number 30. 14-4, Tomah leading the Special Olympics game 1. 3+ to go in game 1. Zems with it for Tomah. So Reedsburg with a basket in the first quarter. They did not score at all the whole second quarter and the whole third quarter. And they scored early here in the fourth quarter for their 4 points. And Tomah ran off 12 unanswered points before they scored. And looks like Smith will go to the free throw line. Kelly Smith. Or maybe not. Yeah, she's going to go to the free throw line. Yep, Kelly Smith at the free throw line for the Reedsburg Beaver team. .3:18 to go, game 1. 14-4, Tomah leading Reedsburg. Smith at the free throw line. Angela Clemens checking in. Darren Aller checks in. Gerke out. The Wags don't look now, but we had 6 players on the floor and almost got away with it. We had 6 on the floor, but Joe Prost doesn't miss a beat. He picked up on it. You had to try. 1 more for Smith. Well, she must have been in the act of shooting on a 3, I guess. All right, let's see. Skolgan's still out there for us. Zems is out there. Skolgan brings it down. Alder's still out there. Tupper with it now. Darren Aller with the miss. Put back by Skolgan won't go. And it goes off the foot of Tupper. 3 to go. Still 14-4 Tomah leading Reedsburg. The Special Olympics basketball game, first of 2. And let's see, Alex Hood is going to check in. Alex Hood in the game. This is what I meant when I said, Dave, all shapes and sizes, right?
Yeah, is this first he's been in? I believe it.
Yeah, he might have played briefly in the first half. Yeah, he wasn't on my roster, so I'm glad he didn't play more. But I was able to find out who he was at halftime.
Yeah, a little guy probably just got up from a nap or something.
Three to go. Outcome not in jeopardy. Tomah with a 10-point lead on Reedsburg in this Special Olympics Game 1. Darren Aller with it for Tomah. Aller, the Scogan. And it's Tupper short on the shot for Nolan Tupper. 2.5 to go. Still 14-4, Tomah leading this first of 2 Special Olympic games. As we play on Sunday, March 1st. Kendrick Murray in the game for Tomah. Kendrick and I are buddies, by the way. Did you know that, Wags? Kendrick and me are really good friends. Kendrick thinks the world of me. I'm not sure why, but he's always admired me, and I hope he'll come to his senses someday. But great young man, Kendrick Murray in the game right now. Number 31 is Kendrick. Tupper off to the races. Can't get the friendly bounce. Seen a lot of that today. It's more on the other end. 2 minutes to go. 14-4 Tomah. Well, third try for Reedsburg isn't going to go. And Clemens with the rebound. Angela Clemens. Nolan Tupper. Darren Eller. (16-4) Tomah. About a minute to go in game 1. So right now for the Tomah Timberwolves, Tupper has 4, Lease has 4, Scogan has 4, and Aller and Pingle each have baskets.
That could help with the concession stand. It would be greatly appreciated. In between games, Booster Club member or National Honor Society student can help.
Under a minute to go. 48 seconds to go. So again, the Tomah scoring as of right now. Tupper with 4, Lease with 4, Scogan with 4, Aller with 2, Pingle with 2. For their 16. .48 seconds to go. Stick around. Another game coming up next. Tomah T-Wolves and Sauk County. Kendrick Murray with the rebound. They get it ahead to Tupper. Tupper in the paint. Well, Tupper has 6 to lead Tomah. 6 for Tupper. 18-4 Tomah.
Little running one-hander there.
Yep. So Tupper's got to end with 6, more than likely. Lease with 4, Scogan with 4, Eller with 2, and Pingle with 2. 20 seconds to go in game 1. (18-4) Tomah. Reedsburg with 2 points in the first quarter, 2 points in the fourth quarter. They did not score at all in the second or third quarter. 15 seconds to go. Kendrick Murray on the inbound. On the inbound to Caden Pingle. So game one will end, looks like Tomah on top 18-4. Looks like it'll be your final. Unless Lease decides to shoot it, and he does, but it won't go. And that's your ball game. Tomah dominates in game one. 18-4, they beat Reedsburg. Stick around. More Spep Olympics basketball coming up. Stay with us. All right, welcome back. Tomah Senior High School. Greg Hamlin with Dave Wagner. All right, game two, Special Olympics basketball, Sauk County and the T-Wolves. Let's meet the lineup, the players for Sauk County.
Number 0, Tyler Morris. Number 10, Dakota O'Neill. Number 12, Tyler Klobuchar. Number 14, Bradley McFadden. Number 25, Dan Murray. Number 30, Spencer Elliott. Number 42, Sean Nices. Number 45, Bruce Robertson. Number 52, Travis Daniels. And number 54, Zach Dyer. And now, for your own Tomah T-Wolves. Number 2, Mason Hunter. Number 13, Jacob Miller. Number 23, David Grant. Number 33, Ethan Norton. Number 34, Zay Number 44, Cornell Williamson. Number 53, Scarlett Norman Harrison. And number 55, running the gym
Well, Wags, as you mentioned earlier, the Damian Coleman, a part of that very good Tomah boys JV team this year. Keep an eye on number 34 for us, Xavier Cruz. He was very impressive against this Sauk County team last season. All right, same format, 4 6-minute quarters. So see how game two plays out. This is going to be more of an up-tempo game and probably, Dave, a lot more offense.
Yeah, I would certainly expect that as well.
Yeah, as you can see, there are some pretty good-sized people on this Sauk County team. Travis Daniels jumping right now. I saw that's the guy I saw in the hallway. He's a good-sized young man. He's a lot bigger than he looks on camera. Here we go. Cruising it for Tomah. Cruz to Coleman. Rebound, Sauk County. Looking to take an early lead, but cut off at the pass by Cruz. Shot is short, and Coleman with the rebound. Cruz the other way for Tomah. Xavier and Cruz. Coleman for three. Put back Cruz. 2-0 Tomah. Dave, we mentioned earlier we have seen Coleman at the JV level, and he's got a nice shot, doesn't he?
Yeah, he really does. Yeah. You know, he had two opportunities there. Were very close, and they come back and tie it up.
And LaDainian Coleman, number 55, is a crowd favorite. If he scores, this crowd will go nuts. They love this kid for obvious reasons. 2-2 tie. Less than 2 minutes in. Rebound to Dyer. Sauk County trying to take the lead, will not. Coleman rebound out of the Cruz. And a foul coming up. Again, our officials, Tom Flock, Joe Protz, and Kyle Von Hayden. As you're watching the Hagen Sports Network in our 41st year, and it's Special Olympics basketball, and we're very proud to be here. I've never missed any of this from day one. David Grant for a couple. David Grant. And it's 4-2 Tomah. Leading Sauk County. Wags, in all your worldly travels, you've been to Sauk County, right?
Yeah, I actually have.
Yep.
Been through there many times.
Yep. Yeah, Wags is a world traveler. This guy's been everywhere. There's Cruz on the other end. This kid can play. I saw him last year, was very impressed with Xavier Cruz. 6-2 Tomah. 3.5 to go first quarter.
Yeah, very impressive, as the announcer Mike Murray said. He went coast to coast and had a nice move to the basket.
Yeah, he's very athletic as Cruz with the left hand that time. He has 6 of the 8. So yesterday, well, we'll talk about it a little bit if we get a chance here. Well, it was 2 early, not anymore. Tomah with 6 quick unanswered points, mainly out of Cruz. And they haven't had an answer for Cruz. Here is Coleman from the outside. Cruz saves it. Coleman will try a 2. Cruz gets the rebound back. He's been everywhere. Yeah, I want to thank Joe Protz, Deb Reed, all the people that were able to make this happen. For the longest time, it looked like they would not be able to host any Special Olympics basketball, but we start thanking people, we'd be here all day, but I know Joe was a big part of it, and Deb Reed a big part of it. Cruz with the miss, rebound, Sauk County. 8-2 Tomah leading in Game 2 of the Special Olympics basketball games. T-Wolves leading Sauk County 8-2. Foul coming up. The Wags, if this was a football game, we might be in trouble. They got some big boys, don't they?
Yeah, you got to believe.
Yeah. And really, at floor level, believe me, we're up high, higher than most people. And at floor level, these guys are a lot bigger than they look when you're looking at them right now. They have some good size. A lot of these guys well over 6 foot tall. Some well over 6 foot tall and pretty well put together. Well, here's Cruz for two more. Cruz has 8 of the 10, which I told you before we even started, keep an eye on him. He's that good. 10-2 Tomah. 2 to go first quarter. 8 unanswered points against Sauk County. Kind of the way the first game went, Dave. Reedsburg scored right away and then didn't do anything for 2 quarters. Coaches for the T-Wolves, by the way, are Clayton Genevico and Dylan Markle. Yeah, these they practice. I know this coming up basketball today. I know they had at least a couple practices this week here in town. Minute and a half to go in the first quarter, I should say. Still not used to quarters. And Tomah leading 10-2. Coleman the other way for Tomah. And he'll draw a foul with Coleman.
Basket counts. Shooting one.
Should be a 3-point play for Coleman. So, Dave, if we were kind of hoping for 2 close games, the way this one started out, it looks like it could be very one-sided like the first game that Tomah won 18-4. This was a 2-2 tie. Tomah's run off 10 in a row. Coleman looking at a 3-point play with 1:15 to go in the first quarter. And he will not get the free throw, but a putback by Cruz. Well, Cruz has 10 already. 14-2 Tomah. Minute to go in the first quarter. Special Olympics basketball here on the Hagen Sports Network. Second of 2 games. Deep rebound to Murphy. Ethan Murphy. Takeaway by Sauk. Half minute to go in the first quarter. Rebound to Cruz. Cruz through the hands of Murphy, and he runs it down to Murphy. Coleman for 3. Rebound Cruz. 15 to go in the quarter. See if Tomah's going to play for the last shot here. Well, they can get a chance. Turnover Tomah. And Sauk on the scoreboard. And that's your quarter. We played a quarter in Game 2, Special Olympics basketball. 14-4 Tomah on the Hagen Sports Network. And welcome back, Tomah Senior High School. Greg Hale along with Dave Wagner. You're watching Special Olympics basketball as we kick off March from the Tomah Senior High School. Second of 2 games. The Tomah Timberwolves beat Reedsburg in the first game 18-4. And the T-Wolves here in Game 2 are leading Sauk County 14-4. It's pretty much been the Cruz show so far. Cruz has 10. Coleman for 3. Yeah. Xavier Cruz has 10. Coleman has a basket, and Grant has a basket. That's it. 14-4 Tomah. With the lead on Sauk. And there's a basket by Halterman. Mason Halterman with 2. And it's 16-4 Tomah. Inbound to Cruz. Five to go in the first half. Coleman for three. Well, it was just a matter of time, wasn't it, Wags? You knew he was going to knock at least one down. He did a moment ago.
Yeah, absolutely. Just waiting for one to fall, and that was the one. And you knew that, like we talked, he's got a nice shot from out there. He keeps trying. He's going to hit one, and good to see.
Yep. And he is currently a junior at Tomah High School, is LaDanian Coleman, who just hit the three. There he is right there a moment ago, hit the three. Well, again, a part of that very talented JV team for Tomah this year. Ethan Murphy checking in. Cornell Williamson will sit down. And it's 19-5. Free throw by Bryce Robertson a moment ago. 19-5 Tomah with a huge lead on Sauk County. Yeah, so the last time, Dave, you were here, the big attraction after the game was the Milwaukee Bucks Rim Rockers, and I know Deb Reed. I talked to Deb quite a while ago, and she was in contact with them, and obviously they told her they couldn't make it, but the Rim Rockers probably would have brought in a few more people, right?
Yeah, absolutely. They're a great show.
Yeah, they perform periodically. I've been told at the Bucks games. The Bucks are still in the NBA, right, Wags? Yeah, they've been hard to watch this year. I'm not going to lie to you.
Haven't kicked them out yet. Giannis is due to come back here very shortly, I guess. That'll happen.
Yeah, Giannis has missed so many games this season. The Bucks had won 8 out of 10 before they were manhandled by the Knicks the other night. So,
but if you remember, Tomah had one of their very own on that team, Jake Schrader from Tomah.
Yep.
Was a part of that team, and it maybe had something to do with it getting him here. But that said, yeah, they're a great show. Anytime you get a chance to check them out, do it.
Yeah, and like I said, Wags and myself, I can't really tell you how many years it's been going on. And then when COVID came into play, there was a window where you thought they'd never play here in Tomah again, but they have the last 2 years. But from day one, really, if you go back that very first time, and I really don't know how many times they played here, but I've been at all of them, and the Shadlers had a huge role in that, I want to believe, because as Wags mentioned, Shadler was on the Rim Rockers. Cruz actually misses one. He's human. Yeah, and you weren't here last year, Dave, but they actually, I want to say they had at least 1 or 2 female on the Rim Rockers too, and very athletic. So it's not male-dominated anymore for the Rim Rockers, but...
Yeah, you got to be part of that crew. You have to be athletic. And I remember the year I was here, one of them actually got hurt pretty bad, so it's not, you know, it's like watching a motorcycle thrill show. You just never know. Something can go wrong, and sometimes does, and it's a spectacle.
Well, let's all hope when we get to 2027. And since I just had a birthday recently, hopefully I'll be around a year from now. Let's hope when 2027 March. It's usually been, most of these games have always been late February. This one's in March, which is fine. At least they had it. And again, Joe Protz, I know Deb Reed, a lot of people had a role in making this happen, and we thank them for doing it. Not the biggest crowd we've ever had for this, but again, a lot more people on our side than the other side. But as you mentioned earlier, Dave, a lot more people here than we've seen at a few girls' games this year, right?
Yeah.
Not a knock on the girls, but yeah.
It's comparable to some games that we've been to and done in high school. Absolutely.
Yeah, we did games this year where there was hardly no pep band, there was no student body, and it was a slim pickings. 2 to go in the half. Been a while since somebody has scored. It's still 19-5, Tomah leading in the second of 2 Special Olympic games. Jaden Mavis checks in for Tomah. Two to go in the first half. 19-5, Tomah leading Sauk County. Coleman, Cruz, Grant, Holteman have done all the scoring. Holteman with 2, Grant with 2, Cruz with 10, and Coleman has 5, including a 3. Dave, I would bet the farm. This is gonna be on record. It's on tape, on DVD, on record. I guarantee you before this night is over, this afternoon is over, Cruz will knock down a 3. I'm that confident. We'll see. Cruz for 3. Well, he almost made me look good right away. That one just missed. Minute and a half to go in the first half. Cruz will bring it down. And I think we're going to get a timeout. We will. 1:22 to go in the half. Again, the motto of Special Olympics is let me win, but if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt. Usually on a Special Olympics team, it's usually at least one female. Here is Cruz with the miss. He missed that one badly, but it was another 3 attempt. Looking at the roster for Sauk County, they have no females on the team. Usually there's at least a couple. But then on the other hand, Tomah doesn't have any females on their team either. The other game did, obviously.
Please meet Sam in the cafeteria. Jean Forshaw, please meet Sam in the cafeteria.
56.3 to go in the half. And again, as we did back in game 1, we want to welcome all the shut-ins that may be looking in to the Hagen Sports Network. So if you could make it out on this Sunday, March 1st, we are glad you're able to join us here on the network in our 41st year. And they're kind of warming up, aren't they?
Yeah, they've hit a couple baskets here in a row and got back within 10 now, so that's great to see. That's putting a little pep in their step, as you want to say.
Yeah, it's always more fun for us when the game is close. It's still a 10-point comfortable lead for Tomah. Mavis rebound. Under 20 to go in the half. Coleman for 3. Rebound, Williamson. Williamson from the outside, short. Yeah, somebody got a hand on that, didn't they? Yeah, that's going to be your half. All right, at the half, game 2, 19-9, Tomah leading Sauk County. You're watching Special Olympics basketball on the Hagen Sports Network.
Start the second half.
All right, welcome back. Tomah Senior High School, second half of the Special Olympics second game. And so far, so good for the Tomah T-Wolves, leading Sauk County 19-9. Xavier and Cruz leading Tomah with 10. Holterman has 2. Grant has 2. And LaDamian Coleman has 5. He has the only 3 in this game. 10-point lead for Tomah as we start the second half. Third quarter. Not used to playing quarters, but we're playing 4 6-minute quarters. Holterman on the inbound. On the inbound to Williamson. Williamson from the outside. Now Wags, Cornell Williamson. That's a great basketball name, isn't it? Cornell Williamson.
Yeah, it actually is. He measured that one, and man, he nothing but net.
Yeah, I mean, Cornell Williamson, it just sounds like a guy that should play basketball.
Yeah.
Mind you, he's no Vandenhoogen. Vandenhoogen is always fun to say. We're going to miss that.
Yep.
Buckendahl was one of my favorite names also. The Buckendahl, that was a great name. And now, after this year, we'll have no more Vandenhoogen.
Well, look at that.
21-9 Tomah. Holterman with the miss. Be interesting, Dave, if we could take a poll, and obviously we can't, but I would be curious. And again, keep in mind, double the more, you've seen the people on the other side. There are a lot more people on our side. So it's kind of deceiving. There's actually more people here than you may think if you're not here, but it would be curious. I would be curious if we could take a poll, and obviously we can't, to find out how many people. As this is Cruz with the left hand. Be interesting if we could do a show of hands to see how many people are at a Special Olympics game for the first time. I would imagine there'd be some in the crowd, but obviously no way to find out. But a lot of familiar faces I've seen here before. Tomah leading 23-9 now. Cruz has 12. They have 9 as a team. 4 to go in the third quarter. Rebound to Cruz. Cruz at 14. I thought he was going to dunk it.
Well, you said you guaranteed a three-pointer, and I thought maybe you were right. I thought maybe we were going to get a dunk on that one, but it's nice lay-in.
I still think if he plays enough, he'll have a 3 before this game is over. Although he had all his baskets have pretty much been uncontested for Cruz. He has 14 now. Dave, there was a time there were a lot more Special Olympics basketball teams in Wisconsin. Don't get me wrong, they're still out there. But it's kind of a dying trend, which is not a good thing. A lot of teams that Tomah used to play no longer exist, but Tomah still with the 2 teams, which is nice.
Taylor Clemeter for 2.
25-11. Clitwitter with the basket a moment ago. 3 to go, third quarter. And an easy 2 for Cruz.
Cruz for 2.
Cruz has 16. 16 of the Tomah 27. Still waiting for him to make his first 3. Hope he won't let me down. I should have gone down and told him at halftime I needed him to get one for me, but I didn't. Rebound to Williamson, Cornell Williamson. Holterman, Cruz, Grant. I think he stepped out of bounds. .224 to go in the third quarter. Special Olympics basketball, second of 2 games. Tomah Timberwolves won the first game 18-4. And the T-Wolves well ahead in the second game against Sauk County 27-11. With about 2 to go in the third quarter. Can't get used to quarters, Wags. I mean, we don't do it in high school anymore, and But for the most part, as you tell, these games you move along rather quickly. Typically, you're out of here in well under 2 hours. Coleman for three. It's going to be short. And Sauk with the rebound, the backcourt foul on Cruz. Cruz has 16, Coleman has 5, Holterman with 2, Grant with 2, and Williamson with 2. Under 2 to go in the third quarter. 27-11, Tomah leading big in this Special Olympics game against the Sauk County Royals. Coleman going to load up a 3. Whoa, halfway down for Ladanian. That was close. Little more than a minute to go in the third quarter. And as you can see, not too close. Tomah at 14-4 at the quarter. Only had a 5-point second quarter. They also had a 5-point second quarter. Basket by Holterman. Yeah, so a lot of Tomah with a 14-point first quarter, 5-point second quarter. And they had a 4-point first quarter, 5-point second quarter. Trailed by 10 at halftime. Trailed 29-11 now. With well over a minute to go in the third quarter. Cruz dumps it off to Coleman. Ladanian Coleman with 7. Cruz with 16. That's pretty much been the offense. 23 of the 31 out of Cruz and Coleman.
But they both scored, as you said. But how happy they are for each other when they work that play perfectly and got the basket, and that's one thing I've noticed throughout both games is obviously they're happy when they score, but they're just as happy when their teammates score, and that's great to see.
Yeah, and that's what makes Special Olympics basketball special. So if you're watching this right now and you've never been here in person, hopefully it'll be back again in 2027, usually the end of February, early March. Check it out. Normally, as we said, the pep band is here, but not this year. And the dance team wasn't here either this year, so a little bit different than normal. But the main thing is the games in themselves. Final 10 seconds ticking down. Cruz dumps it off. Williamson. And a 3-second call, I believe. 3 to go in the third quarter. Holterman on the inbound.
It wasn't 3 seconds because we still have possession.
Yeah, you're right. Well, Cruz thought about the 3, and here we go, the fourth quarter. 20-point lead for the Tomah T-Wolves over Sauk County. You're watching the Hagen Sports Network. Welcome back, Tomah Senior High School. Greg Hayden along with Dave Wagner. One more quarter of Swift Olympics basketball to go. Tomah led at the half, 19-9. And Dave, we outscored Sauk in the third quarter, 12-2, and have a 20-point lead.
Yeah, it was a great offensive quarter for the Tomah squad, and we'll see what the fourth quarter brings. But again, it's not so much about the winning, the losing. Obviously, they like to win, but boy, just people come out and support these athletes. It's just a great to be part of.
At this point, Xavier Cruz with 16 to lead Tomah. Danny and Coleman with 7, including the game's only 3. Holterman with 4, Grant with 2, Williamson with 2. Rebound, Marvin Herricks. He's a crowd favorite. If he scores, this place will go nuts. Coleman short on the three. Yeah, Marvin and Coleman would be the two people that would get the loudest cheers if they score. Marvin, number 53. Just like anything else, Dave, everybody has their crowd favorite, don't they?
Yeah, that's for sure. Somewhere on that roster, there's somebody that gets a bigger ovation than there's someone else.
Williamson rebound onto the Cruz. Coleman for a three. And the rebound, the Cruz.
Ooh, thought he was going to take it.
He dumps it off to Herricks. And Marvin dumps it off to Cruz for a two. Cruz with 18. The assist to Marvin, right?
Yeah, Marvin with a nice assist. Found, I don't know how through all those legs he found him over there, but he did.
22-point lead for Tomah. They've outscored Sauk in the second half at this point, 14-2, and lead by 22. Dump it off to Coleman, and he loses it. 4.5 to go. 22-point lead for Tomah. Holterman back in. And Herricks will sit down. .4:17 to go in the second of two Special Olympics games. 22-point lead for Tomah over Sauk County. Now there's their first basket in a while. 4 to go. Lead is down to 20 for Tomah, 33-13. Williamson, Cruz, Coleman for three. Rims out for Coleman. Williamson rebound. Williamson the glass, has it blocked. Put back, won't go for Holterman. And he'll go back to Sauk County. .340 to go. 20-point lead for Tomah in the second of two Special Olympic games against Sauk County. Timberwolves won the first game 18-4 and lead in this one by 20, 33-13 with 3+ to go. They turn it over into the hands of Cruz. Cruz drops it off to Coleman. And the rebound to Sauk. 3 to go. 20-point lead still for Tomah. Cruz rebound. Cruz to Coleman. Coleman to Cruz. And Cruz has 20. And it's 35-13 with 2.5 to go. And Sauk for the basket. The thing with this team, Dave, for Tomah, these guys play a lot, mainly because they only have 8 players. That's all they have, 8. So a lot of these guys are obviously going to play a lot when you only have 8 guys, and they do. Here's Williamson, thought about the shot. Out there to Mavis. Holterman. Coleman for 3. And Sauk with the rebound. Just under 2 to go. 20-point lead for Tomah over Sauk County. Down to a minute 40 to go. So Tomah will sweep. Both games winning game one 18-4 over Reedsburg and leading by 20 in this game. Ethan Murphy in for Tomah. David Grant in for Tomah. Minute 39 to go. Cruz will bring it down. His team up by 20. Murphy from the outside. Williamson rebound. Williams gonna load one up. Put back, one go for Grant. Little more than a minute to go. Still a 35-15 lead for Tomah. Tomah's outscored Sauk in the second half at this point with a minute to go, 16-4. Sauk's only had a 4-point second half. Tomah with 16 and lead by 20. And Herricks is going to come back in for Tomah. Marvin Herricks. And Williams will sit down. (35-16), Tomah leading Sauk County. Rebound to Cruz. Minute to go. So at this point, with a minute to go, Cruz has 20. Coleman has 7, but the game's only 3. Williamson with 2. Grant with 2, and Holteman with 4. That's your scoring for the Tomah T-Wolves, to lead by 19 right now. Coleman for 3. Well, Wags, I really thought Cruz was going to knock down the 3, but won't be the first thing I'll be wrong on this year. But Cruz with 20 of the 35 for Tomah. Herricks with the miss, gets his own rebound back to Marvin, and Sauk takes it away. 40 to go. .32 to go. 35-16, Tomah T-Wolves leading Sauk County. As Herricks will walk it down with 30 to go. Oh, nice bounce pass. He's trying to get it to Cruz. .20 seconds ago in the second of 2 games. 19-point lead for the T-Wolves. Timberwolves won the first game 18-4. Final 10 seconds ticking away here. Cruz just walking it down. And that's good. Cruz is going to try a 3. There you go.
This one's for you. A deep one.
Just when I had given up on him, he knocks down the 3 I predicted. Well, what a way to end. What a way to end the special day of basketball, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That got the crowd to their feet. A long, deep 3 at the buzzer.
38-16 the final. Xavier Cruz with 23. Coleman with 7. Williamson with 2. Grant with 2 and Holteman with 4. Hey, we hope you enjoyed Special Olympics basketball. On behalf of my cameraman, Dave Wagner, this is Greg Hagan. Good afternoon from the Tomah Senior High School. We hope you enjoyed it here on the